Leeds chiefs fears for new boss Marsch before he's officially replaced Bielsa. Leeds bosses are worried new manager Jesse Marsch will be inheriting a squad that is mentally and physically drained because of Marcelo Bielsa's ruthless regime. Former RB Leipzig and New York Red Bulls boss Marsch is poised to replace Bielsa at Elland Road and be charged with keeping the club in the Premier League. Leeds chairman Andrea Radrizzani dismissed Bielsa following last weekend's 4-0 home defeat to Tottenham, which proved to be the final straw. The news left Leeds fans shell-shocked, but Radrizzani decided to wield the axe because he thought the Argentine would relegate the club and had lost the backing of his players. And it has emerged that one of the main factors behind Radrizzani's decision was that Bielsa's intense training methods had left his stars too tired to compete in games. It is understood the players became bored of Bielsa's approach, found him too demanding, and could no longer cope with what he was asking them to do. Have your say? Is Marsch the man to keep Leeds up? Let us know in the comments. Leeds find themselves 2 points above the drop zone following 6 games without a win and have lost their last 4 matched by an aggregate scoreline of 17-2. Radrizzani, along with his fellow directors, targeted Marsch 2 years ago and had lined him up to come in this summer when Bielsa was expected to leave the Yorkshire club. But Leeds have had to bring forward their plans and hope to confirm Marsch's appointment within a matter of hours, provided the necessary paperwork and visa applications get completed. Bielsa, meanwhile, traveled to the club's training ground this morning to say an emotional goodbye to his players and staff and is expected to fly back to Argentina to be reunited with his family. Marsch has an ace up his sleeve as he gets set to take on Mission Impossible and win over Leeds fans as Bielsa's replacement. Following in the footsteps of Bielsa at Elland Road will feel akin to an act of treason once Marsch walks through the doors of the Yorkshire club, such as the iconic status of his predecessor. But Marsch has one thing in his favor: he once chopped former Manchester United superstar David Beckham down to size. As well all know, Leeds fans have a genuine loathing of United and took huge pleasure from venting their vitriol towards Beckham whenever he played at Elland Road. Marsch clashed with Beckham during an MLS game between Chivas and La Galaxy in 2007 when the former United States international hacked his rival down with the sort of challenge Vinnie Jones would be proud of. Beckham confronted Marsch, who refused to back down, sparking a mass brawl between both sides which resulted in 2 players getting sent off. After the game, former England captain Beckham refused to shake his hand. "He kind of got a piece of me the play before that," said Marsch, and so it was somewhat of a retaliation, somewhat of a tactical foul, because he was on the break. "It was harder than I would have liked it to have been. I apologized to him, and I told him I respect what he's about. He was kind of done with me though." Leeds will be appointing someone with an unusual background in the game and someone who is not afraid to challenge those with big reputations. Marsch cut his teeth in football at Ivy League college Princeton. He was named among the top 11 players in college football in 1995 and went on to represent MLS sides DC United, Chicago Fire and Chivas. But he failed to fulfill his potential and went into coaching, becoming assistant boss of the USA team which pulled off a shock 1-1 draw with England in the group stages of the 2010 World Cup. He coached Montreal Impact and New York Red Bulls before becoming Ralf Rangnick's assistant at RB Leipzig in 2018, leading them to Champions League qualification. He was named FC Salzburg boss in 2019 and proved a huge success, winning back-to-back league and cup doubles as well as handing Erling Haaland his Champions League debut. English football's first introduction to Marsch came when his side faced Liverpool in Europe and came from 3-0 down to earn a draw following a foul-mouthed rant at Haaland and company during halftime. A video of the meltdown went viral. He returned to Leipzig as boss in 2021 to replace Bayern Munich-bound Julian Nagelsmann, but lasted just 5 months before getting sacked.